Hello. Hey everyone, so it's Shu from skyandshoe, and can we just talk about the weather for a moment? Because oh my god, it is like so cold outside. It is -16 to -24 degrees Celsius, which is like crazily cold. Like when I go out and if I don't have proper clothing, I will get frostbite if I'm out for like 5 minutes, which is crazy, and I'm just not been enjoying the weather lately. And I know some people out there, it's like 14 degrees Celsius out there and stuff like that. And I'm just so jealous of you guys. So if you live in the warm climate and you're hoping for snow, which I don't know why you would, please stop, because whenever someone makes a wish about snow, I swear it comes back to us. I really wish spring could just be here. Anyway, so welcome back to my channel. And this is my second favorite of 2015. And without further ado, let's get started. And because it has been so cold outside, let's just start off with skincare, because my skin does not like the weather and it reacts with the weather. The back of my hand at the beginning of this month was literally like an old person's skin. One day basically I was doing genetics like midterm, and when I was writing down there was like blood on my test, and I was like, whoa, what was going on? And it happened that there was a crack in my skin because of it got so dry to the point that I started getting cracks and blood was coming out from there, and it was just really disgusting, and you guys probably don't want to hear about it. The game changer for me this month has been the EOS lip. I keep on wanting to say lip balm because they usually make lip balms, but no, this is the EOS hand cream, and I think this is like, I don't know what flavor this is. I think it was something like wild berry or something like that, but it just smells so good. Oh my god. It does keep my hands feeling super moisturized, and it's not something I would expect from EOS, and this baby was only like $1.50 or $2.50 or something like that at Walmart, and I definitely highly recommend this because it works so much better than a lot of the hand creams I have ever tried, and I've tried so many of them. It works better than the Body Shop creams, the one that you get in the big jars, and those are super moisturizing, or they feel super moisturizing, but they don't actually keep my hands feeling like super soft and anything like that. This does so. It doesn't leave a greasy feeling behind on my hands or anything like that. Just watch my last favorite. You guys know that I love the Origins mask, whatever mask it was called. I think it was called the mango mask or something like that. I'll put the full title here, but basically I have been loving that moisturizer, and that moisturizer has been saving my life and preventing me from a lot of breakouts and things like that during like the really cold climate, and I will use that overnight. But for a daily moisturizer, I love the Pond's Dry Skin Cream. It's just a moisturizer that comes in this huge tin, and I got mine at Walmart for $5, and me and my mom both love the stuff. It is dirt cheap. It has a little bit of a scent, but it's not like anyone would like smell it once you apply it to your face or anything like that. This has been like rescuing my life as well. But this is also really good for putting under your makeup, just because it does give your skin kind of like a dewy look. I put it on today beneath the makeup, but also like it doesn't really shear out the coverage of your foundation or anything like that. I've been on pretty good terms this month with my skin, and I've been loving the Purity Cleanser, and I've been going back on this thing. Basically, this is like a safe cleanser thing for me when I don't want to piss off my skin or I don't want to do tests on it. I know that this cleanser is super gentle, and sometimes it can break me out actually, which is really weird. But this year I've been going on really good terms with it, and I just been loving this, and it does such an amazing job as like cleansing off your makeup, and I can just trust it to get the job done super well. I've never found a cleanser that cleanses my skin as well as this baby does. I can take off all my makeup without stripping any oil off my skin, which is a really important thing in winter. I want to quickly mention one of my hair products that I have been loving for this dry season, and my hair is ombre, and it is definitely damaged because I had to get it bleached, and any kind of bleach is damaging to your hair. And if you feel the end of my hair just like feel it. It basically feels super dry and kind of like hay. And the thing that has been really rescuing my hair this month has been this super mild conditioner, and this is basically a Japanese brand. I don't know what it is, unfortunately, and I know you can get it at a lot of like Asian supermarkets. I got mine at TNT in Canada, and I'm sure like if you go into like your regular like Asian supermarkets where you go buy groceries and things like that, you can find this. It's like one of the best conditioner I have ever used. It basically almost acts as like a hair mask, and when I put it on, like the next day people will say that my hair looks really nice, and they will also say that my hair smells really, really good, which is an extra bonus. I just really love this stuff. My boyfriend was actually the person who actually recommended this to me, or ex whatever. Before he recommended me this, he always smelled really good, and I'm always wondering what that smell is because it smells kind of like girly, but it smells so good. I'm like, why do you smell like a girl? And he's like, I don't know. And then basically after he recommended this conditioner to me, which is really odd for guys to even use conditioner, I realized the scent was from this, and it just smells like heaven. Like, you guys need to check it out if you see this. First thing I want to mention is basically this beauty blender. Look how dirty it is. I have been using this like non-stop basically, and I really do like this beauty blender, and for a really long time I've been really hesitant on buying it. Every single person that I've seen videos of, they're like, go buy the beauty blender, go buy it, you won't be disappointed. But it is $26 in Canada for a sponge, and I don't care how good it is, the price to make this is definitely not more than $2. I mean, whatever technology it is still a sponge. But I had to buy the bullet just because I really wanted to see what the rave was about, and it is worth a rave. It is not worth the price. It is definitely like one of like my favorite like products to use now, and I tried a lot of like dupes for beauty blenders trying to get out of the way of actually buying one, and now I understand why the beauty blender is such a hype up product. It's so soft and I can just like be squeezing it all day, and basically this does a really good job on blending out your foundation and making it look really, really airbrushed and everything, and it does get stained really easily, and it can be too soft. So when you have like long nails, you have to be careful, because I dig mine into the sponge. That's really sad because I only had this for like a month. Another downside I have found with this beauty blender, with mine at least, is that no matter how I use it, it will always absorb some of the foundation, which is really frustrating because it also stains the beauty blender. So that is one of the biggest complaints I have about this. But other than that though, I really do like this product. So I bought the Ambient Light palette by Hourglass like this month, and I really tried to like it. Like, I really give it like all my hopes and everything, and in the end I had to return it just because I don't see a huge difference on my skin. And if I'm gonna spend $60, I want something that's not super subtle, like, because I feel like I can get that from moisturizer. So a highlighter I actually do really love is this Lorac Perfectly Lit Spotlight Highlighter. This is what the packaging looks like. Mine is super dirty and the Lorac part is kind of wearing off, but if you open it up, you get like a good size mirror, and this is what the product looks like. So if you can see, it's not like a really whitish highlight kind of look. It's more like toward that bronzy highlight kind of glow, but it is really light as well. It is still a highlighter, and the reason I really like this is because it has a yellow undertone to it. So with Asian skin and a lot of things like that, it will look really natural, and I don't know, like the glow that it gives, you can definitely see that my face is really glowing and everything, but it's not super obvious to the point where it's like, what is that girl wearing? Why does she look like J-Lo on like an ordinary day going to school? So I've been loving this for every day. For foundation, I've been loving the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. I use the shade 120, and I will have a review Tuesday up on this little thing. And honestly, I thought I would like the Maybelline New Fit Me foundation more, but I actually like this a lot better because I feel like with that foundation, I can still kind of feel that gross foundation feeling on my face, whereas with this product, it almost dries to like a kind of powdery finish. So like, I don't really feel any foundation at all when I'm wearing this, which makes it a perfect like everyday foundation. And I just really do love this product. It's oil free and it won't clog pores. Last thing I want is a super heavy foundation feeling super cakey on my skin and being all like, hey there, I'm right here and I'm gonna break your skin out. So I've been loving this foundation. And another product I have a review Tuesday on, or will have a review Tuesday on, is basically the Stila palette. It's called the Fields of Floral palette. If you guys are familiar with the Stila Chicken Lip Convertible Pots, this is what this palette is basically 12 color, 4 of them. So those pots are something like $25 to $30 each, and you are basically getting 12 of them in this little palette, which I think is an awesome price point. Obviously the products in here are a bit smaller, but I mean, like, who has ever used up like a full-size product? And if you do ever love one of these colors a lot, you can always go buy a full-size one because they have the names at the back, and every single color in here is in their regular line, I think, which I think is amazing. And they're just really good cheek stains. I don't really use them for my lips at all because I don't really see the point, because they're just so sheer for the lips. And as far as for the cheek cream goes, they're a really awesome product. The variety of colors that you get in here is awesome. You basically have 6 colors that you can wear for every day. If you are having like a really heavy duty eye, you want something that's like really natural looking and not something that's like crazily colored, and you have like another 6 color to work with if you want something that's like a bit more like pop of color. So I've been using this color on my cheeks today, which is a really pretty color, and I just really love this palette, guys. I highly recommend you go check it out. It makes your cheeks look super dewy and super healthy, and they're really easy to blend, and I just love this palette. So one last face product I want to mention is basically this Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm. And I know this month has been like all about contouring and all of that, but I really didn't want to spend the extra money to buy more products, so I have been just kind of like looking back at my collection and seeing what kind of bronzers I have. Whenever I do feel like I need a little bit of like an extra like sculpted look, I do go for this Bahama Mama bronzer, and basically it looks like this. It has like a kind of like a full-size mirror. If you can see, it's a bit small actually, and the color of this is fairly dark, but it has that ashy tone in it, so it's able to sculpt your skin and give that really natural shady. And so it is a bit more gray tone instead of like something a bit more red tone like the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It will create a really natural shadow on the hollows of your cheeks and not really create it artificially or anything like that. So it does look Moving on to the eyes, I've been loving the Petal Plusher eyeshadow by Wet n Wild. I don't know what is with me this month, but I do not feel like wearing eyeshadows. I think it's just because I've been so busy with like exams and everything that I don't really have the time to do a full-on face, and a lot of times I would just tend to skip out eyeshadow because they tend to take a lot of time to blend out. But when I do feel like using eyeshadows, I've been loving the Petal Plusher palette because I love every single colors in here. This side is a bit more sheer. It's actually a lot more sheer than the left side. The left side is definitely a lot more pigmented and a lot more like heavy duty color payoff and things like that. But I do like to build colors up with the left side, and if I do like a bit more like definition and things like that, I will go into the dark side. Which is the left side, and basically use any of these 2 colors to kind of like add some more color to my crease to give a little bit more dimension. I love this highlight. I have this highlight on right now on the outer corners of my eyes, and it gives a really pretty glow to my whole eyes and makes them kind of like sparkle a little bit, and it doesn't look fake. That's one of the things I have with a lot of highlighters, or at least like eye highlighters, is that it looks really fake when I put it on my eyes. It looks like I literally took like a white Sharpie and drew it on my eyes. And let me just swatch it for you. It just looks so pretty. So that's what it looks like. Can you see that pink sheen to it? Of course I picked it up trying to do a makeup tutorial for Valentine's Day, but that never happened. So I've been just loving to use it every single day, and I've been getting a lot of usage out of this, so love this. I do really like the Stila dark brown eyeliner, and this is like my go-to eyeliner right now. I like this better than the Kat Von D liner just because that the Kat Von D liner has amazing staying power. It does stay on longer than this liner, I will give you that, but the thing is that is a bit harder to control just because the pen point is really thin, so that when you draw it, it's really easy to mess up. Basically, this little guy here, it has a little bit more thicker tip, so I'm able to get a bit more easier control of this product. Precision wise, I do prefer the Kat Von D liner, but as far as controlling the whole eyeliner goes and getting it done in such a quick process, I really do love the Stila liner. So it's just really easy to control basically, and that's what the colors look like. And because it is brown, it really brings out the brown color in my eyes, which I really do like, and it just gives off a little bit less bold of a look than something like a classical black liner. So I love this. I only actually have one lip product for this month because I have been using a lot of lip products, so I couldn't decide on one that I really genuinely love, where I would use over everything else except for this one. A lot of days when I don't know what to wear for my lips, I would use this color, and it's basically like a no-brainer. This is Maybelline's matte line, which they launched last year, and this is in the color Lust for Blush, and basically look like this. And oh my god guys, this is just like the perfect color for adding some color to your lips but not overdoing it, and it really does brighten up your lip, and it just makes your lip look super like pretty but not overly done or anything like that. Because as much as I love my red lips, I can't be going to class wearing a red lip without other people staring at me. Basically, this is what the color looks like. It's a little bit more on the cooler side, which is the kind of color I'm more drawn toward. It gives a really pretty like pop of color as well onto your lips, but it just looks kind of natural at the same time. So that is everything that I love for February. I hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day. Please subscribe if you want to see more favorites like this, and if you want to see my face a lot. Subscribe so that you don't miss out my review Tuesday as well, specifically any of the stuff that I mentioned that you want me to do a review on. And yeah, so I hope that you can give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up as well for, I don't know, for hating me, just because good job, you did a bad job. So that is all guys, and I hope to see you guys next month. So please subscribe so that I can see you guys next month. And I will be doing a giveaway in summertime, and I'm thinking of doing a flash tattoo giveaway. Stuff basically has to just get itself done before I can move on. So I have to like finish school at the end of April, and then I will be doing a lot of giveaways during summer-ish. So you might want to subscribe to stay tuned to that. And until next time, bye.